Hello everybody, welcome back. And if you've really thought about it and you guys are still playing Ark Survival Evolved, it's been out for over 3 years now. 3 freaking years. Are you what? Like what? And in those 3 years, there are barely any things that the developers have changed about placing down structures and how structure mechanics actually work. So by structure mechanics, I mean when you're placing down foundations and the different snap points you can lock onto, along with when you're placing down walls on uneven terrain. It's really hard to do that because you have to place down foundations at different levels. There hasn't been a real way to fix this other than like these little glitches that you can do in Ark, which most of them have been patched. Like the ceiling with foundation underneath it trick, that's patched. Almost everything is patched. So guys, if you didn't already know about this, Structures Plus, this came out back in July of 2016. So this is only for Ark mods, like if you want to get like a modders server on PC, it's not for Xbox, not for PlayStation, Nintendo, none of that, only on PC. So if you have like your own server that you're running, you can run this mod on it, and I know it is very popular. Like look at this, 1.7 freaking million people. What? Like, oh my gosh, so many people use this. It's incredible, and yet the developers didn't add it into the game. But I have some good news for you guys today, and I'm going to get into that in a second here. But if you guys don't know what Structures Plus is, and this is being kind of added into the game onto official servers, guys, which is really good, look at this. So, introducing fence supports. As you can see here, Jesus, that's what you're placing down, and that's what you could have with the Structures Plus mod. That's why Structures Plus is so good. Like, you can even out terrain. It's just so good. And then here's another picture here. You can stack foundations. Like, look at that. That's just incredible. Internal pipes and wires, so that's much easier for placing down pipes and wires and all that stuff, so that your base just looks better and there's not wires going everywhere. On top of that, you have more like structure width and height, and you can like place things in certain orders, so now you're not just eyeballing everything and using like the ladder glitch to do everything. You're literally like picking out dimensions, which is so much better than what Ark is right now, guys. On top of that, we have dynamic pillars. So these are like angled pillars, and you can like choose the thickness and all that. It's so good. Like look at these. You can make a sick freaking like barrier or anything you really wanted to with these. Like I have so many ideas that we could do on official with this new update. So on top of that, now the foundations, they're full solid blocks in Structures Plus. Look at these. Like instead of being able to like see all the way through, it looks like an actual foundation would look like. On top of that, you can make different triangles. You can have like different dedicated storages. I doubt this is going to be added into the game, but it could be. Like this would be sick. Like this is so much better for looking at things and just seeing what you have. On top of that, we have like little storages where you can store dinos, but this is kind of just like the cryopods now in Ark Survival, so I kind of doubt this will be added in. Auto crafters, you can automatically craft any item with some crafting station, and that's pretty cool. I mean, this would be really cool in Ark Survival, although it seems very futuristic, but since Ark is really transitioning into the more futuristic type of game, I guess this would work on there. On top of that, we have mannequins. So I know there's like different types of mannequins in the brand new Ark Survival Extinction. They're not the same. You can't really do it to players, which would be pretty cool if you could do this. So if you guys have ever wanted to make literally an underwater base, that's right, you can't do that in Ark Survival right now. Well, guess frickin' what, guys? You can do that in Structures Plus. This mod is so good. Like, look at this. You literally can make an underwater base. Like, I've always wanted to do this. I've loved under the sea. I've loved the ocean. And now we can finally do this with Structures Plus mod. So on top of that, there are 6 new tarts that could be added into the game. And I think when the developers are adding this in, this new Structures Plus mod, they're going to focus on more of the structures part, not all these like new items and new tarts and all this. I doubt these will be added in, but they could be added, so just keep that in mind. But on top of that, there are some foundations that you can finally snap to ceilings, which is very good. We couldn't do that before. And then you have a hitching post, which you can like hatch on your horses and all that if you're going into like the medieval type of base design. And then just a ton of other little things. Nothing much really big here. I mean, all the big things I went over already. So pretty much what S Plus does is it adds in a lot of new features that you guys can test out, and you guys literally just make the game so much easier. Like, Jesus, why have they not done this already? It's been 3 years of Ark Survival and they haven't made the #1 thing players do in Ark building simpler. Like, this would be needed so long ago, and I'm really glad they're finally adding it in now. So if you guys want to go check out the Structures Plus mod and what's in it at the moment, which is on unofficial servers or your own server that you can host. It's not on official right now, but if you want to go check it out, it is on the Steam community under Ark Survival Evolved under the workshop, so you guys can go check this out. And they list all the features right here. Like, oh my gosh, I am not reading through all that. You guys would get so bored. But now let's go on to the actual announcement for the Structures Plus mod and see what is to come. So Jen, on Tuesday, a couple days ago, she just made a brand new announcement here on Survive the Ark. What's next? Structures Plus and Kibble rework. So guys, as you can see, Structures Plus, it is coming. Let's freaking go. So let's read what Jen has to say here. Happy Tuesday, survivors. It's PC patch day, and we've got 2 exciting things to chat about that we are currently working on. The first one being Structures Plus. So let's read what she had to say here. Now that Extinction has been officially released, the team will be dedicating some time to the integration of Structures Plus. Pulling Structures Plus into Ark's already existing structure system without causing issues with current structures is very important to us. There are also many features that exist in Structures Plus that we cannot integrate into official servers without taking into consideration the impact on game balance. So pretty much to summarize what Jen just said here, the developer, is now that Extinction is released, the developer has so much more time to focus on different things in the game, and they've always wanted to do this because it has so many supporters, 1.7 million supporters of this, and finally they're integrating it. But if they just throw all of it, everything in S Plus into the game at once, it will ruin the game. Literally, it will mess everything up. So what the developers are saying here is that they're going to slowly integrate different things after they really think it out. They make sure it's fit for official PvP and it's not going to ruin the whole game. So they're going to slowly add it in groups. They're not just going to bombard us with everything. That would ruin the game as is. So let's see what else she has to say here. So the plan is to integrate Structures Plus on a feature by feature basis, prioritizing features that are compatible with the official game. We may integrate additional features gated by options for unofficials as time permits. So pretty much Jen is just saying that they're gonna, like I said, slowly introduce everything into the game and make sure that it's compatible for official PvP. So guys, now let's see the actual footage that we have of some S Plus and what they're working on here over at the Wildcard Studios. So we have a video and I'm gonna play that for you right now. There's no audio, but this is what we got. So pretty much, as you can see in the S Plus mod, if you place down structures, you will have 30 seconds to pick it up. So if you accidentally place down a structure, you can very quickly go and pick it up and you won't lose everything for that, which is really good. And this is going to be very useful in official PvP because, you know, if you're placing down like some tech stuff or something that's really expensive and you mess it up, you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to make sure it's all good, and you can go back and just take it again and just try to do it again. So that is much better than what the mechanics were before, where you have to demolish it, you only get half the resources, recraft it, blah 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 blah. It's horrible. But guys, let's see what else Jen had to say here. Our first bit of integration starts immediately in today's PC patch, where we introduce the ability to pick up undamaged structures for free, only if it was placed in the last 30 seconds. You can pick up a placed structure by looking directly at the structure and pressing the interact key, which is E. This change will be included in the next patch for console, due later this week. So it's already live on PC, guys, and later this week, this new little ability to pick up structures will be coming out on console, so stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much it for S Plus and what's going to be coming. So I already went over exactly everything in S Plus at the moment, and then slowly Jen is saying that the developers will be rolling out a ton of updates that have minor things in them and minor changes so that they're not bombarding us with everything at once. But on top of that, it looks like Jen is working on, and the rest of the developers, they're working on some kibble. Extinction's kibble setup, known as the augmented kibble, was phase 1 of our kibble rework. We are currently in the process of reassigning these new kibble types to all the remaining Ark creatures across all maps. All eggs will be assigned a value based on the size and rarity of the egg. These sizes include extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and special. The eggs are then used in a recipe to create kibble of a coinciding value: basic, simple, regular, superior, exceptional, and extraordinary. This new system will make it so that the creature kibble desires are based on the quality levels instead of the specific creatures. So this new plan that the developers are coming up with, and they've already integrated into Extinction, is very good. It works on making sure that you're not just going out and taming a specific dino just to tame another one, if that makes sense. So let's see when this is coming into play. We plan to introduce these changes on an experimental beta branch before letting it loose on the wild population at a later date. We're excited to tackle this much needed rework. So they're not releasing this onto official servers just yet. I know it is on some of the Extinction servers, but not all of them, like the extra small aren't out and all that stuff. So it looks like they are going to be making it very soon. And now that Extinction is released, they have a lot of time to work on all these other little things. But that is pretty much all the news here that we have today for you guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and also turn on post notifications if you want to get notified whenever I post new videos. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I will see you guys soon, hopefully tomorrow, and peace.
Can we take it slow? I don't wanna fall. Take me to you. We die too soon. But it's over as fast as it started.